It doesn't look like it, but this small island on the far southern tip of the state of Louisiana is in the eye of a storm. 68-year-old Edison Dardar's lifestyle is in peril.
If they got shrimp, I catch some shrimp. Sometimes a couple of crab, sometimes a little redfish about that long. I mean, they got everything you wanted here.
Culture and history are at risk as forces of nature combine, threatening to devour what's left of this strip of land called Ile de Jean Charles. Dardar is Native American, a member of the Biloxi Chitimacha Choctaw tribe, which was forced to settle in the far southern reaches of Louisiana close to 180 years ago. But this land is washing away.
All this right here, 20 years ago, you couldn't even see the water out here. It's like a lake now.
Thomas Olivier has seen a dramatic change. His family's old black and white photos provide a glimpse of what used to be. Hardwood trees as far as the eye could see. A vast piece of land that's disappearing due to saltwater intrusion, as well as canals carved through the marshlands for oil and gas exploration. What used to be about 13,000 hectares is now a mere 130 hectares. Olivier has always counted on leaving his house and the land to his grandchildren.
Oh yeah, well, they're all going to inherit all that. It's all going to get stepped down.
But what are they going to get?
Well, I don't know.
A couple of years ago, the U.S. federal government authorized $48 million to move Dardar and several dozen landowners further inland, provide housing, a recreation center, and a church. Under the plan, these so-called casualties of climate change would be moved collectively as a community, not scattered to the wind. But Dardar is among those pushing back.
If you move, like me, I'm 68 years old. If I go live in Shreveport, I'll probably die when I'm 70.
You think?
Oh, yeah. What am I going to do with that?
You won't have the water.
No water, what to do? Sit down and watch television?
The only thing keeping the water from taking the rest of the island is a 2-meter-high levee that can't be maintained forever. It's pretty clear that the Isle is losing its fight against the rising tide. Even a glancing blow from a powerful storm such as Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, or Maria could overwhelm the earthen levees protecting Jean Charles. Residents here are often called the first climate refugees in the United States. First maybe, but hardly alone.
This is supposed to be Chitimacha.
How and where to go rests squarely on the shoulders of Tribal Chief Albert Knockin.
What's the fabric?
Probably just grass or some type of branches, maybe.
Chief Albert, as he's known, wants to relocate people from the Isle to the town of Houma, Louisiana, about an hour's drive inland. But the 71-year-old is fighting a battle on many fronts.
I'm in a no-win situation. I mean, I got the people against me and I got the state against me. I do believe, I still have faith that we will succeed. I mean, maybe not 100% on what we had planned, but hopefully it's going to be a lot better than what we have now.
If you visit Ile de Jean Charles today and you've never been there, you might think, well, what's the big deal? You know, it's just another spit of land with a few houses on it.
But researchers see what's happening here in this part of Louisiana almost as a test case.
Is this translatable? Is what you do, for a Native American community on a small island in Louisiana, is it translatable to a New Orleans or a Miami?
Or Bangladesh, Indonesia, or other areas coping with coastal erosion from climate change. The plan is to move the residents, then no longer maintain the levee or the utilities, allowing the sea to reclaim the land.
When I'm going to leave here, I'm going straight to heaven. That's the only place I'm going to change.
Change is never easy, but stopping nature, that's all but impossible. Sean Caleb's, CGTN, Ile de Jean Charles, Louisiana.